Hello, everybody. I'm the Shadow Trader. This is Shadow Analysis, and today we're going to be looking at the market as a whole. Well, at least we're going to be looking over the stocks that I've been going over for the past however many days I've been on this channel. So, let's go over EPWK real quick. This is one that I was going to be interested in buying if it looked good, if it looked like a good buy. Today we're actually going to be looking at the micro for the first time ever, um, just to kind of see kind of where it is, and we're going to compare that with the macro. Um, but yeah, you can see a lot of sideways movement here, but it is trending up, and so you want to keep an eye on that because it's trending up and it's overextended. See, right now it's kind of under a little bit, so there could still be room up, but there could also still be room down. But that's why I was interested in possibly buying if it held here at the yearly Dacian, because I feel like, but I feel like it would be a good buy these, if some of these indicators could come out low. This one right here is telling me that this isn't going to hold. I can already tell you that this right here isn't going to hold just from looking at that. But all I'm saying is that's what I wanted to hold. To go higher. In order to buy, I was looking at the previous week high. I didn't feel really comfortable, and even though this is a big move and this would have been some nice profit, I don't feel comfortable buying. I mean, if I was day trading, I would sell here, right? If I saw it go up and I wanted to get in, but I'm looking to get in for a much bigger move, and I think that in order for that to happen, the previous week high needs to be held. And so if I wanted to buy for the big move, I would have to see that hold as support. Uh, and as it turns out now, we're probably not even going to make it there. So that's pretty much it with that. If we go look at the yearly, uh, I think, sir, that this actually doesn't look bad here. And again, though, this is actually kind of bullish, but this here needs to be held, as I said. I want to see this. I want to see this first move happen, and then I'll wait for it to come back down, and then I'll buy. Even though this right here looks like it could turn to some type of move coming up here. So, but if you got green here, you're showing that. Why the hell is my title's not on? Where's that at, guys? Right there. Easy. You got green here, showing that there could be some possible move up. I want to see what comes after that. It kind of stopped. If it starts to turn red, or if you start to get some more green protruding out from this, that means we're gonna have a possibly have a move up coming. Um, so let's get rid of these. This one's interesting because it didn't go fully down, which tells me that it can still move down, which is fine. This right here, to me, that's top. That's top. If it breaks that, great. You know what I mean? But I don't see it breaking that. I don't know why. I feel like when this moves up, this is gonna move up pretty high as well. And look, it's already breaking right now. Live. Hmm. I already told you that. It was way too suspicious. Anyways, we don't need to go over that anymore. I mean, it's already happening before our eyes, the whole analysis. So, Let's go NBIS. This one, boom. I predicted that this was going to be end up being a bull trap, and this morning it looked like it was going to go the other way. This even started turning the other way, making it look like a bit of a double bottom here. Uh, and good job to them to be able to. That's calculated by the algo. You know what I mean? You can literally see the deception happening. Although I will tell you that I've seen moves like that. That's why I was talking about it because I've seen that happen before. It can happen to where it'll form like some type of double bottom move here with the SMA, and then it'll move up for like a double top move or just continue moving sideways. So, but like I said, I can identify what's happening here. So I just need to wait for this pattern to do its thing, and it's doing its thing right now. And I'm glad that they released their official earnings and that we have a later date because like I said, I saw this happening and I wanted this to happen before earnings. So I see a big move coming from this, but we need to hold support somewhere along here, and earnings needs to be like base as fuck. Just saying. Ooh, coming down that AIMD. This one we have not gone over yet. I will be making a video on this one soon. I might even do it today. But let's check out Wolf real quick. hmm So, hmm, I wonder if we're turning here and then do like a straight up move like this, get rejected. I would say a double top move. If you get rejected here, it's probably done at that point. Assuming it turns around here. But as of right now, this is not tradable. It's not really doing much for anybody. And if it goes bullish, then you're looking at a double bottom, a break, and a break higher. I do think it will go higher. The question is, does it come down before we do that? A lot of these stocks that ran kind of high, like considered high compared to where they dropped to lows, I feel like a lot of those are going to be coming down now, going into the end of the year. And then next year, I think we're going to continue the everything bubble from 2020 because I don't think that's done either. That's what really got me interested uh, in trading more pennies because just the way the market was trading and the identifiable patterns between SPY and the pennies over the course of so and so amount of years. Um, I recognize these patterns. I recognize these what do I call them? These cycles. And yeah, just trying to get on that. And then you have a lot of people that have been holding some of these pennies for years, and these pennies will drop for years. It's crazy. Like they'll run super high and then they'll just drop for years. Just look at your favorite penny, your favorite investment that you're in. How high was it and how low is it now? You know what I mean? And it'll drop for years upon years, just moving sideways, up, down, all around, and causing frustration and confusion until one day the penny cycle is in. That already happened. I knew the moment that the cycle was happening because I wasn't really paying much attention to the pennies at the time. I was more so paying attention to Village Farms International because that was my stock. That was the thing I was trying to put the most money into. And the moment I saw, let me show you, when I identified this pattern here, I was like, okay, guys, if it breaks on the fourth touch, and I think in my previous analysis, I actually mentioned that if it doesn't break by the fourth time, it usually breaks down. And I said, man, this looks bearish here. I wonder if we're going to break down, but we broke on the fourth. And I was just like, there's no way. You know, we got the bottom pattern here. Actually, as it broke out, you bottomed out. It was already so low at any point. I considered this the bottom because at any point now, as soon as it flips, you're gonna get that signal. So I was like, man, this is it, guys. This is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for, and it is the moment we've been waiting for. It was, well, it was, still is the moment we've been waiting for. But I feel like that first wave is now done, or at least getting to the top right now. I feel like this could go up one more time, and then we probably come down. Uh, Yeah. All right, guys. All right, guys. We just gotta wait for these stocks that are coming down, and we will be able to buy and make that moolah, baby. All right. I think we already looked at Wolf. Let's look at NVVE next. This one here, still just. Oh no, Stone Wolf. My bad. Okay, this one here, still just. It's not going to stay within this pattern unless it comes down and jumps back into the pattern. So we can probably forget this whole pattern here because I don't think it's going to stay within the trend line. So with that said, remember what I said, breaks the trend line, hasn't broke yet. So, but we're still going to delete it. All right. Because I know it's going lower. I know it's going to break. Just got to wait, guys. There's no telling where the bottom's at. But remember what I said on my NBVE analysis was that look at that. All right, let's bring in uh let's do celebrations. Let's see. Yeah. Where the hell is it? All right. So remember when we did this analysis, I said that we would have to wait because I said that it was starting to make a trend here, but the issue is that I need a second bottom. I need another set of support that I have something to bounce off of. I can't just guess and be like, oh, it'll be here. Because we can see it's now coming down while it's coming down. And so eventually it's going to start spitting red here. And either it's going to spit red and turn immediately, or it's going to spit red and come down. And I need that. I need that exact spot. I need that support. So we're going to come back to this. It's going lower. We know that. But we're just going to wait on that. We need more information. Uh, SNYR, what happened with that? I said that there were what two possibilities here. Either we were just gonna drop or we were gonna go up, hit the previous quarter high and drop. I did not think it possible um for it to just keep ripping because everything gets tired out eventually. So yes, it did have to fall at some point. Now the question is, with this stock, and I want to say no. Actually, you know what? Let's go to a smaller time frame. Mm, let's look at the hourly. Mm. So the hourly is already pretty low here. So it might actually be possible, guys, for us to go up and still hit that previous quarter high before it tops out again. This could continue sideways. And this is already pretty low. It might start showing some green in here soon. We might be going up. This has been strong for a long time. If it does keep going, I truly believe that it's going to stop, obviously stop here. But I think it's going to have some problems here along the way. So I do think we'll hit this previous quarter high. I just think that we're going to drop off and pull down after that. But we shall see when the time comes, right? PRSO, another favorite of mine that I need to buy a lot more of. I did put some money into the market today. Um, However, I can't use it for options. I need to wait for it to clear. So I need to find a stock to buy to make some money off of. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for that. Unless I don't find anything that I really like before my money clears, then I'll buy options on something that looks really good. Now we have PRSO. Guys. First of all, let's get off this small time frame. Let's see what's going on. Okay. That's what's going on. Yeah, so the question here is, does it drop all the way down here? I don't know. We are artificially going bearish here. I'm sorry, here. But you know, how slow this moves while this moves down is going to be very, because this here is pretty strong support, but I just don't. I think it could. I think it could go down and finish. And you do have a gap here. So, but if you're looking to load up, I would load up at any of these prices. Um, my average is in the 80s, but if it drops down here, you bet I'm buying more. I love I love this stock, and so I love putting money in here, especially if it's lower price. Like that's the thing is like a lot of people when they first get into the market, they freak out when the price drops, but it's like that was I mean that's your fault. You bought it at the wrong time, but then they get scared and sell at the low, and that used to be me as well. I was guilty of that before when I was a rookie. And when you're in red, and this is what I tell people all the time, that is buy time, not sell time. That's the time that you want to buy more. If the stock you buy at $5 was good at $5, the stock you buy at 75 cents, it's going to be even better there. Obviously, it's cheaper. And if you really believed in it, then it's going to go higher than $5 anyway. And you could average down pretty quickly, depending on how far it falls, if you keep buying it while it falls. I understand that a lot of people don't have unlimited funds, but depending on how cheap the stock you were, the stock you bought was, you could probably afford a few dollars here and a few dollars there on the way down, right? It doesn't take much to average down if you didn't have much to begin with. It's not like you put in 10,000 and you're trying to average down with hundreds. Unless you did put in 10,000, I mean, good damn, good luck. Damn. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We could definitely bottom out here. I could definitely see it, but I could also see us coming down. That's the thing. What you want to look out for is the support right here, at around between 80 and 74 cent here. It's a wild zone. Which one shall we going over next? Village Farms. Yeah, I went over Village Farms, didn't we? I think so. I think I just went on a rant about it, really. But I mean, yeah, you can see it's doing exactly what my drawing did. Like, I mean, it's going down. That's pretty much what we saw happen, or saw happening. But again, um, my drawings were so crude, but we could probably do something like that. If we don't reverse, then we'll probably see something like that. And I could definitely see it going down here, but I could also see it going up. So what you want to look out for is the support right here at 132. Does it hold and we go higher? Does it hold and or does it break and we go lower? That's the question. You just gotta be patient, watch it, wait it out, see what it does. GME, GME is doing GME. We said it was gonna go down, hit this support here. I haven't drawn anything in yet, but we don't need to. We already know what's gonna happen. Well, we already know what's supposed to happen. So we'll see how that comes. I would like to buy some here. I like that it's taking its time because that always gives me more time to be ready to buy a bunch of good stuff like GameStop or AMC at a cheap price before it squeezes. Because they squeeze hard. It's easy money. Easy, quick. What I mean by easy is it's quick. Like, it's real quick money. Like, yeah, AMC squeezed over like 6 months, but if you're willing to hold that long and get the whole moving, you can make way more. But you can make easy money daily on massive moves up on a squeeze. Crazy. If you got the money and you got the day trades, or if you got unlimited. So, okay, what are we looking at next? I think we only got one thing left. That's AMC. Look at that. Doing what it's supposed to do. Uh, yeah. It's a question. What happens now? We got the support here. Does it just continue going? Yeah. Actually, yeah. So this kind of it's kind of, it confirms the analysis. Assuming it doesn't just reverse right away. It could do that too. Could be a trap, but I doubt it. This thing looks very bearish, and so do these. So we're just waiting, guys. We're just waiting for these stocks to finish. I'm gonna wrap this up so it don't take too long. Um, I think I went over Neo, and I don't think we went over it today, but I think it is one of the ones that I have gone over just recently. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that one out real quick. Um, all right. So Neo. I don't remember what my analysis. Oh yeah, the neckline here. Trade. I was just gonna trade, right? This gap was covered. This still has room to run. But the question is it going to drop first? Because sometimes just because it's up this high doesn't mean it's going to finish out. Sometimes it comes down, drops, and then continues up. So I think that's what we might see here because I mean this was a pretty strong move here. So we might see this come down, hold the neckline somewhere in these two spots, and then keep going. And then probably I need to get some price targets up here, but probably I would say go as far as because we got whole gap up here. Oh yeah, here, yeah. So right here, I would say it could easily top out here, cover this gap, come up a little bit higher, and then just pull the rug on you as they casually do. But again, it could come down first. So, all right, guys, I think that was everything. I think we went over everything. I've got a bunch of more videos to make, so I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long to get it out to you guys. I did finish uh a lot earlier than I did last time, so uh yeah, guys, give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw. If you want to see more of it and you want to get notified of it, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Comment down below if you want on any stocks that you want me to look at. And by the way, for those of you that have been commenting on my stocks, give me support, show me love, and naming stocks, I appreciate it. You naming stocks gives me more content to make of stocks that I've never even heard of that have actually been pretty interesting so far. And we've got another one to look at. We actually got three more to look at, and one of them is today, actually right after this. Zeta, and then two more that I've never even heard of, Vape, and then XXII, whatever that is. I haven't looked at any of them. We're gonna look at them together. So I have those scheduled for Wednesday. I have Zeta scheduled for today. And I have my analysis video today as well. So yes. Anyways, I'm rambling on, but I just want to let you guys know what's coming. And again, thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time, guys. I'm off to make the next video, so I'll see you real soon.